What's up, everyone? So yesterday I was out at the lake and noticed a bunch of panfish, some good-sized bluegills, just bedding everywhere. So I threw on one of the smallest lures I had, and they were still unable to bite it and eat it. So I figured by the time I got out of there, I went to the local all sports store and picked up in the fly fishing section size 14 nymph hooks, and I'm gonna make an even smaller crankbait out of that today. So my goal is to complete this and catch fish on it on a size 14. So this thing is going to be absolutely tiny. Reference, there's a quarter. There we go. So come along for the ride. Let's see how it goes. First thing, we're just going to shave this piece of poplar down to this size. So I am going to just use a general box cutting knife for that and slowly wither away at this. Alright, we're just going to be a little bit more careful and just use some 120 grit sandpaper to sand it down from here. Alright, come back to you when we get this shape down. Alright, got a rough estimate now. This thing is tough to work with because it is so small, but I'm going to switch to 220 grit. Just carefully kind of fine tune the edges. And then we're actually going to bought a new Dremel, so I'm excited to work with that. We're going to put a couple different things in here. Going to use some lead wire down at the belly just to keep that weight down, and so that way when you put a lip on it, it's always going to land the way you want it to land in the water and keep that belly weight down. And we'll drill out a hole for the hardware. Alright, rough shape pretty much done. Now we're gonna head inside and break out the Dremel. So I recently got this Dremel. It's the first time I've used a product of theirs, and I've been really happy so far. But I'm going to switch this bit and what they call their chucking nut, I believe, into the smallest one I have. We're going to use the 1/32 of an inch bit, the smallest bit I've ever seen. So we gotta switch these bad boys out and get the right one, and we'll get moving. two different things on there with this Dremel. I'm actually going to drill the smallest of holes in sequence down here in order to kind of carve out a cavity where I am going to then going to take this 0.02 inch diameter lead wire and use that to weight it down. So again, we're going to create a cavity here. This pencil is pretty rough estimate. And then I am going to drill a hole for the hook straight through right there. Just focus so you can kind of see cavity and then hardware. All right, got a little lead cavity built. Now we're going to pop that out and we'll work on the hook slot. There we go. Not perfect, but not bad. I'm just going to clamp this in. Just use this small little handsaw to officially get that lip in there, or that lip slot, excuse me. There we go. I think I'm going to sand a little of the rear off right down here. Try to angle it a little bit more. And then I will catch you back when I start filling the lead on the belly and then putting the hook in. Got it shaped out. Now, again, we're just going to take this small lead wire. This is stuff that you can basically buy at any place that sells fly fishing gear. I don't fly fish, but you can use it to your advantage. So I'm going to simply mold this into a discombobulated little shape. Probably cut off a little too much, so we can adjust that here in a second. All right, we got a little bit in there. Got some baking soda in this little tube. I'm just gonna let it fill in. So I'm going to use super glue. Got to be careful though, because I don't want to use too much. I don't want to glue the eye holes shut or mess up with the lip slot. So I'm just going to, same thing, just going to use this thing. It's Craft Cotton Swab. Dip and dunk. Give it a few seconds and it should be set. All right, now we got lead in there. We're gonna work on the hook next. Whenever you're working with something as small as a size 14 hook, I always use a simple kitchen magnet. Will help keep everything organized as best as can. So we're going to try to sit it through just like that. So how I'm going to do that, I will snip this hook and then glue it in. Kind of like that. So first cut the hook. You're going to want to work with glue quick with this one. Glue it in, move it around to where you need it, and then let it settle. Once you have it positioned, we will coat it in baking soda to strengthen that hold. Front half is sealed and ready to go for the back half. Let me use this clip here again, and this is just going to be my guiding light in order to keep that straight. So to match exactly where I want it, as you can kind of see, I drilled another small hole just because I was not too happy with where it was lined up initially. So, but I want to make this part pretty quick and pretty efficient to try to minimize error. So get the hook kind of where I want it, line it up, and drop glue in there. Again, the glue will just help keep it where it is, and then I'm going to come in with baking soda shortly thereafter. Again, tapping it will just help and get that baking soda into the crevices that I can't necessarily reach. And then we are just going to do a couple last dabs to fill it all up. That is what we're working with right now. I'm going to do a little bit more shaping before I get the lip in. All right, I got that lip cut out. I'm going to just seal that in there at the same point. We'll seal the rest of the wood as well. Pretty fire. Pretty fire. Back. We're going to get to painting this little bad boy. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to base coat it with white. Actually going to go with a fluorescent orange belly just so it can be bright for how small it is. And then this Wicked Fastback Green. It's a pretty cool kind of almost like a color change on the top. I'll spray that on the top, and then I'm going to actually take some aluminum tape or aluminum foil tape, make a very, very tiny distinct fin to put on the side here, and we'll coat it and go fishing. There we go. I've been a big fan of using this aluminum foil tape. It's pretty cool. It gives you a nice shine on some of these things. This is a small little lipless that I've made. But it's pretty cool. So I'm just going to try to cut out 2 small little fins just to put on the side of this. And how about that? Got a little shimmy on there. That aluminum foil tape does a cool little job of getting that that shine, reflected light in the water, just enough to catch those catch that attention of those small bait fish. I'm just going to use these tiny little cotton swabs that I got here from Hobby Lobby. They come in a pack of like 2 packs of like 20 maybe. They're the best. Perfect for small use. I actually want to kind of clump up some of this paint to give it a little bit of a 3D, little 3D look. I mean, it's no glue on eye, but I don't think I've ever seen a glue on eye this small. Finish it with a dab of black. And just like that, we'll get this clear coated, but I don't know if you can see. Try to zoom in with a little bit better light. Sorry about the earthquake here. And there it is. We're gonna get this clear coated. See you at the lake. See how many species I can catch in under an hour. That's the goal. Hopefully I can catch at least 4 in an hour. But we'll see. Catch you there. All right, one down. One species down. Finally, hooked up on one. There we go. Bluegill. That's 2 species, 10 minutes. All right, so that didn't work out as well as I would have hoped. Line just was a little too light with the fluoro, and mono was not getting it to where I needed to because I was a pretty short rod on that one. So I just need to get a little bit more weight on it. I have some golf tape that I'll use just to hanker it down and get some more. But if you watch this, I appreciate it. Notice that a lot of the views on my channel are from non-subscribers, so please subscribe. That'd be awesome if you would. I appreciate it. Just hit that button down below. We'll get after it next time. Thanks.